Hello, fellow coin lovers. This is CoinWeek editor Charles Morgan, and today we're talking about one of the most legendary treasures in American numismatics, the 1804 Draped Bust Dollar, or more simply known as the 1804 dollar. You might be thinking, what's so special about a coin from 1804? Well, here's the thing. This coin was never struck in 1804. Instead, they were produced years later. The first ones, known as Class $1, were minted in 1834 for diplomatic proof sets, gifts for the King of Siam and the Sultan of Muscat. The mint believed 1804 was the last year silver dollars were made, so they backdated them. Little did they know they were creating an instant rarity. Of the 16 known examples, and I say 16, because Stack's Bowers recently revealed an unpublished 1804 dollar has just turned up in the James A. Stack collection, which will be auctioned starting this December. Of the 16 known examples, all were struck with the same obverse die, and 2 reverse dies were used. The easiest way to tell them apart is the placement of the S in states and the berries in the reverse. On reverse X, the S is left of the leftmost cloud, while on reverse Y, it's completely above it. Simple enough. These 16 coins are categorized into 3 classes. So let's start with the Class 1. The Class $1 are considered originals. There are 8 of them. These are the coins that were believed to have been struck for official government purposes. The first 2 were presented to the Sultan of Muscat and the King of Siam as part of diplomatic gifts in 1835. The Sultan of Muscat specimen is the finest known 1804 dollar. Rated PCGS Proof 68, it was the centerpiece of the diplomatic gift set for the Sultan of Muscat. After passing through some of the most prestigious collections in history, including those of Virgil Brand and Brent Pogue, the coin sold in 2021 for a staggering $7.68 million. The King of Siam specimen is unique because its diplomatic presentation set is still complete. Now part of the famous Tyrant collection, this PCGS Proof 67 coin and its companions are a time capsule of early American coinage. It was famously presented to King Rama III in 1836, and its appearance in 1962 forced Eric P. Newman and Ken Brissett to stop publication of their book, The Fantastic 1804 Dollar, to make critical revisions. The Stickney specimen is the stuff of legend. Matthew Adams Stickney, the first private collector to own an 1804 dollar, acquired in 1843 by trading away a unique gold immune Columbia piece. Graded PCGS Proof 65, it has resided in the Allianceburg and Larry H. Miller collections, selling for $3.36 million in 2020. The Dexter specimen is named after its former owner, James Villa Dexter. Graded PCGS Proof 65, it has a long, celebrated history, passing through the hands of numismatic giants like William Forrester Dunham and Harold Barefoot, before being a featured coin in the Brent Pogue collection, where it sold for $3.29 million. After the sale, it was added to Bruce Moreland's historic Bust Dollar collection. The Parmalee specimen is the first of several 1804 dollars which is permanently held in museum collections. The coin has a unique weight, reflecting a change in mint standards in 1837, which suggests it was the last of the Class $1 to be struck. At one point, it was graded ICG Proof 64, and is permanently now housed at the Durham Western Heritage Museum as part of the Byron Reed collection. One of the first 1804 dollars to enter a private collection is the Mickley specimen. This coin was acquired by Joseph J. Mickley around 1847. Now graded PCGS Proof 62, it has a storied history, including time in the Massachusetts Historical Society, most recently sold for $2.64 million in 2018. This impaired proof dollar had been in the mint's possession since it was struck. It was the first 1804 dollar to have a recorded history, being published in 1842. It now resides in the National Numismatic Collection at the Smithsonian Institution, one of 3 1804 dollars in their collection. The Cohen specimen is also in a museum. This coin, graded Proof 30, was once part of the DuPont family holdings. This coin, graded Proof 30, was once part of the DuPont family's holdings. After being stolen and later recovered in Zurich in 1993, it was donated to the American Numismatic Association Money Museum, where it remains today. The Class 2 and Class 3 coins were restrikes. As word of the existence of these coins spread, demand grew. Where there's demand, well, there's a little bit of back-channel creativity on the part of Mint employees, probably starting in the late 1850s, who started producing unauthorized restrikes for sale. There's only one Class II dollar known, and it's a bizarre one, struck over an 1856 Swiss shooting dollar, and it has a plain edge, unlike the others which have lettered edges. This coin now resides at the Smithsonian. The remaining 7 are Class III dollars. They also have lettered edges, but the lettering was added after the coins are struck, giving them a slightly concave surface. Some are even purposely worn down to look like they had been in circulation. This was done to help the creators of the coins pass them off as genuine. The newly discovered Stack specimen is an incredible coin that was unknown to the broader numismatic community for decades. Part of the renowned James A. Stack collection, it made a shocking debut with its 2025 consignment. This PCGS Proof 65 coin is a testament to the fact that even today, numismatic treasures can still be discovered. It is undoubtedly the finest Class III dollar known. The Linderman specimen is a Proof 63 Class III dollar, which was once owned by Mint Director Harry Linderman. It also has a history of theft and recovery, having been stolen from the DuPont collection in the 1960s and recovered in 1982. It was eventually donated to the Smithsonian Institution. The Idler specimen is also in a museum. It was once owned by Philadelphia coin dealer William K. Idler. The coin has a rich pedigree. Graded Proof 60 was later acquired by dealers Aubrey and Adeline Beebe. It is now a featured piece of the American Numismatic Association's Money Museum. The Adams Carter specimen is a PCGS Proof 58 coin that has a pedigree dating back to the late 19th century. It passed through the hands of prominent collectors like Colonel Edward H.R. Green and Amon G. Carter Sr. before selling for $2.3 million in 2009. The Berg specimen is a remarkable pedigree, including time in the Garrett and Pogue collections. Graded Proof 55, it sold for $1.44 million in 2020. It's a key piece for any collector tracing the history of restrikes, and was the third 1804 dollar in the historic Pogue collection. The 15th coin on our list is the Davis specimen, a Proof 40 coin. Its documented history dates back to the late 1880s, passing through the collections of Robert Colton Davis, who was assured wrongly by the Mint that the coin was a genuine Class I dollar. The coin was later held by Henry R. Graves. In 1971, Stack sold the Davis specimen to James McConnell Jr., who owned the coin in 1999 when an article about the 1804 dollar was published by PCGS. It's unclear who, whether it's he or somebody else, owns the coin now. And finally, we come to the Ellsworth specimen, the 16th and final 1804 dollar that is currently known. The coin was graded Proof 40 and was once part of collections of Isaac Rosenthal and Colonel James W. Ellsworth. It was acquired by the Chase National Bank and later donated to the American Numismatic Society, where it's now part of their permanent collection. Although 16 1804 dollars are known, only 9 are available for collectors. They appear at auction infrequently, and when they do, they make major news. It'll be exciting to see what the Stack example brings. It is one of the finest 1804 dollars known, and the finest of the Class 3s. It may very well sell for more than $5 million when it comes to auction. For CoinWeek, I'm editor Charles Morgan. Until next time, happy collecting.